Good afternoon, welcome to Teleislas News with the most relevant and important information of the day. This month begins the last underwater monitoring expedition of the year with the support of the departmental government that seeks to study the status of the queen conch and its dynamics throughout the marine area and thus achieve a better understanding of this species, which is so important for the archipelago.
The departmental government, through the Agriculture and Fisheries Secretariat, coordinates the departure of the last underwater monitoring expedition of the year. Seeking for the Queen Conch expedition seeks to investigate the status of the Queen Conch and its dynamics throughout the maritime space of the Archipelago Department. The initiative of the departmental government is supported by the companies Aremca, Sepiarov SAS, Better Things, and a team composed of researchers, scientists, specialized divers, captains, and sailors, who for 21 days will be in charge of monitoring the distribution and abundance of the species in shallow and deep ecosystems in Bajo Nuevo, Bajo Alicia, and Sorinela.
The National Police carried out several operations that resulted in the capture of several people for different crimes, such as illegal possession of firearms and illegal possession of narcotics.
National police officers conducted raids in different sectors of the island, achieving 3 arrests after finding narcotics inside the houses, as well as the authorities captured a citizen for the crime of illegal possession of a firearm and apprehension for the crime of attempted homicide.
We captured 3 people who were found in possession of narcotic substances during a search and seizure. Through a controlled search, a citizen was captured because he was carrying a firearm with ammunition. The Judicial Police for Children and Adolescents issued an arrest warrant for the crimes of carrying a firearm, attempted homicide, and attempted murder.
The detainees were handed over to the competent authorities, who will have to answer for the crimes for which they are accused.
Local entities warned that weather conditions could change in the department. In addition to forecasting strong breezes, a tropical storm with probability of becoming a tropical depression could have contact with the department. It's being monitored.
Attention to this information. The leader of the Office of Risk and Disaster Management in the department announced to the community that a meteorological disturbance monitored by NOAA and the National Hurricane Center is currently being tracked, with the probability of becoming a tropical depression that may approach the department according to the projections that are currently presented. Joseph Martinez spoke on the matter.
So we follow one perturbation, one climate perturbation, what the NOAA and the CHL and the National Hurricane System tell us. Invest 91 is this perturbation what presenting right now. We follow it because it got one high probability to become one hurricane, and it will pass through the department, San Andres, Providence, and St. Helena. So what we tell people today? Depending on the communication what we giving out to the official press.
The coordination of the Risk and Disaster Management Unit in the department invites the community to be very attentive to the announcement that will be issued during the next hours regarding weather conditions. The community is also advised to take all the necessary precautions from their homes. Secure doors, roof, and windows. Be careful of trees that may cause damage to homes or prevent the evacuation of people, as well as clean the water access channels. For his part, the port captain also gave an update of the weather conditions.
It is expected that there will be intensity in the wind, which will be rolling in an east-northeast direction, and possibly for the coastal area may be in intensity between 8 to 10 knots. For the maritime area may be intensifying between 10 to 15 knots of speed, which will generate a gradual increase in the height of the wave between 0.5 to 1.5 meters high, which is why the respective safety recommendations will be made.
For the maritime area, the recommendation is to follow the instruction which are invited through the Maritime Traffic and Control Station via VHF, Marine or HF, and any situation or adverse phenomena that is occurring during the week will be announced through the National Risk Management System.
The National Navy opened in the department a call for enrollment for those young high school graduates and professionals who wish to join the institution.
The National Navy calls all young people of the archipelago who wish to define their military status by serving in the National Navy to attend the recruitment call this October 27 from 7 a.m. at the Naval Base No. 4 in the Cove sector.
Es importante resaltar que hay muchos jóvenes.
It is noteworthy that there are many young people over 18 and under 24 years in the archipelago who have not defined their military status. We invite young people to start their life project in the Army, providing their military service protecting the blue of the flag. If you want to join us, you can get more information and you can call at the number 314-411-5126 to provide you with more information. It is noteworthy that the archipelago is the only department nationwide where those young people who are eligible to perform the military service will be in Cobenia Sucre for a training period of 3 months and return to the archipelago to continue providing their military service.
Likewise, the National Navy also opens a national call for young professionals to join the institution.
Aquellos jóvenes que son
Those young professionals in medicine, health professional, engineers, and the Colombian Navy today, October 1st, started a program to become administrative officers. Likewise, those young people who are interested can call 314-411-5126. It is important to highlight that this is also for young professionals from Providence who are interested in starting a life project with us. Welcome to the Colombian Navy.
The call for applications is open since October 1st, and among the requirements to join is to be Colombian, single, and not the only child of a household, among other requirements.
With the objective of strengthening communication skills in English with a differential approach in the students of the official schools of the Archipelago Department, the project We Speak Creole, English, and Spanish is being developed, which has components such as teacher evaluation, technical assistance, provision of materials and pedagogical resources, amongst others.
To support the strengthening of languages of the island students through bilingualism in public schools, the project We Speak was created, where students learn and strengthen the main 3 languages of the archipelago, sponsored by the General System of Royalties through the Education Secretariat. The academic advisor of the We Speak program talked a little about how the initiative is progressing on the island.
It has a very clear objective, which is to strengthen English from primary and secondary education so that all the students of the archipelago and our 21 educational institutions can appropriate English, which is an essential tool for today's world. This will be carried out through 8 lines of action that include technical assistance, where bilingual managers visit the schools to strengthen the practices, methodology, and the implementation of the curriculum suggested by the Ministry of Education regarding English. The program also provides assistance for the improvement of the English plan in each of these institutions.
On the other hand, the official framed the issue of strengthening the teachers who are participating in the immersion to strengthen trilingualism in the island's public educational institutions.
The 140 teachers in the project, they were given an intensive course to strengthen their communicative competencies in the language. This course will be given in 3 modules with a duration of 10 months. Soon, for the immersion, the 140 beneficiary teachers will be traveling to a national destination for 6 days to experience an acceleration in the subject of language training. Also, 10 of them will travel to an international destination to demonstrate the use of trilingualism within a public educational institution.
Microbit Challenge 2022 is a fair held during the morning hours at the Bolivariano School, where young students exhibit their microbit technology projects. Some of them will participate at the national level.
The purpose of the Microbit Challenge Fair is to showcase the project that students have developed during classes using microbits, developing computational thinking, creativity, and problem-solving skills. The teacher in charge of the project expanded the information.
The project has been underway since 2019 when the institution came in third place at the national level. So this year we wanted to do it at the macro level in the style of a fair so that others can learn what these students are learning. All of the above is done with the intention for the student body to strengthen their creativity and logic and express what they are thinking.
Finally, the teacher announced that 6 of the students are participating in national technology competition with the projects presented at the local fair.
Ahí se inscribieron a 6 estudiantes.
Students were enrolled in the Couch Fest, which is a national event. Among them, 3 students passed, and we are waiting for Friday to take the test to see if we will go to the last round, which will be in Bogota. All this is for students to be encouraged in the programming part of the project.
The fair was held from 9 a.m. at the Bolivariano Institution, where projects such as ecological alternative light sensors and home protection alarms were part of the exhibition.
And after the act was signed yesterday by the Civil Aeronautics for the implementation of premises to expand the Gustavo Rojas Pinilla International Airport, the community of the island stated its opinion in this regard.
Teleislas News went through the streets of the airport to find out what islanders think about the expansion and improvement of the Gustavo Rojas Pinilla Airport. We asked cab driver and community in general about their personal and labor opinions about it.
Okay, I think there was delay in a time to fix the airport. I think this airport built for take in 200 or 300 people, tourists. And now we got 1,200,000, 1,300,000 tourists during the year. I think this is benefit for the island, for the tourists, for we taxi drivers, because we have don't have enough space where we can park. Some of the time we don't have the amount of vehicle here because we don't have where to park. But I think this is a good measurement from the government, and I think all of us should be happy about it.
It has already been proven that for years, the capacity of the airport is insufficient for the number of flights on the island, so it is quite necessary to expand it to better serve both tourists and residents.
I think it's great because the airport is too small, and it's time for the airport to at least reach a standard and a world standard because this is an international airport. But something I would like to add on this is that the name of the airport should be changed, because the name of the airport is, as you see behind here, is Gustavo Rojas Pinilla. That should be changed because he was a dictator. You understand? And we really don't want our airport name to continue to be, to carry a name for a dictator. This should be a different name. It can be the name of the section where the airport is right now. That is what I would add to that. But it's great that the national government is investing in this airport because it's a total mess.
It should be noted that the expansion of the airport is scheduled to begin in 2023 and to be complemented after 3 years. The idea of the national and local government is to allow the entry of more tourism in addition to maintaining the cultural and touristic factor of the archipelago.
Our regional channel Teleislas will be part of a new proposal that seeks to exalt the country's tourist diversity through a journey that they can enjoy from their homes. It is the first docu-reality on sustainable tourism in which the 8 regional channels participate, called Ruta Colombia. If you want to know more details and participate, go to www.rutaporcolombia.com and fill out the form. And now it's time for Sport News with Victor Fusalva.
Hello, here are the best sports of the island, and this time with the visit of one of the most important leaders of professional football in Colombia. A great conference was given by the Vice President of the Colombian Soccer Federation and President of Didi Football, Dr. Alvaro Gonzalez, in the Cotton Key Room of the Sunrise Beach Hotel and the Bank of the Republic. Talks that dealt with organizational issues and other legal aspects of the organization and total unity of the diligence of soccer in San Andres. With more details, Dr. Alvaro Gonzalez told the sport journalistic host of Teleislas.
What we are implementing and setting is a total unity in the diligence of soccer in San Andres, a clean slate in what has to be the administrative management of the modality of this sport in such an important and beautiful region for the country as is San Andres Islands. We want to contribute with initiatives and ideas. We want to contribute with training programs, managerial level, referee level, financial level, tax level, and at the technical level in our senses. We want to extend a helping hand to San Andres soccer so that San Andres soccer continues with the development that for 2 or 3 years it has been trying to implement an environmental, and above all things, we aspire to the total unity of San Andres soccer around its organization, which is the departmental league that we represent. It is confirmed. We have offered it and we are going to fulfill it. Next year, we will have 2 groups of a very important category of Colombian soccer, both male and female, the under 15 categories. And we will have a qualifying group of at least 6 teams that will be here in San Andres and on the date foreseen according to the confirmation of all the championships for the year 2023. In the island, there is an important group in that category, both male and female.
For there to be progress and benefits in the island soccer, there must be unity in all the clubs and that all pull in the same direction, said Dr. Gonzalez. And on the other scenario, 2 very important wins for Caribbean Storm in basketball. This last victory against the Antioqueño team left the Caribbean Storm with 3 wins and 3 losses, thus starring a winning streak that places them in a better place in the standings of the league. The next matches of Caribbean Storm will be this coming weekend against Bucaramanga Búcaros, where the mentality of Professor Ivan Garcia is to prepare from now on with adjustments to achieve 2 more wins at home. Good rest, good work on the defensive part, and consolidation of the game will be the adjustment program by Coach Garcia. Ivan Garcia told us more details.
Creo que inclusive nos faltó hacer mucho más énfasis en el juego.
The important thing is that we have some time to work and to be able to rest, and from there we will restart the work. We will be doing film sessions. In that way we can see what needs to be worked on and adjust. A lot to consolidate during the week. The defensive will be important. You notice that we started to introduce in certain situations zone defenses and mixed defenses, trying to find those elements that will allow us to constantly have the ball as we want and to get out because we have a good transition.
Emphasizing the inside game in the paint could be a great strength for the Caribbean Storm to beat the Búcaros, as Professor Garcia stated.
Lo importante es que tenemos un tiempo para...
One of the aspects apart from the defensive work is going to be to consolidate our inside-out game. We are failing on some occasions. We want to start with the transition and immediately take the first shot without making the opposing team play defense. How do we make them play defense? Going down with the ball in certain cases in the beginning. We do it 2 or 3 times and they generate an open shot or ball underneath. That is what we are going to use to consolidate the work we want from here to the series with Búcaros. Búcaros is an opponent that has also shown itself as an irregular team, but all the teams are consolidating, and from now on, there are teams that deserve special attention.
And this will be all in sports for the moment. I am Victor Fusalba, Teleislas News.
Thank you, Victor. With Sport News, you reached the end of our broadcast. See you tonight at 8 p.m. with more Teleislas news. Good afternoon.